Hello everyone, it's Charlton. Please subscribe to my channel and tap that notification bell, like this video. That helps me to keep making videos. I appreciate it majorly. And they have identified the suspect in the shooting at the Gilroy Garlic Festival yesterday evening. I think this all started around 5, a little after 5 o'clock, and the shooting was relatively quick, but and there's still a manhunt underway of a potential accomplice. And so I think that's why the authorities have refrained from identifying the shooter who was killed by Gilroy police and basically engaged within minutes of him beginning shooting. Because I think there's heavy security at this Garlic Festival, which is a massive outdoor food festival over the course of 3 days. Over 100,000 people attend the event, and this was the final day. In fact, it was the final hours of the whole event. It was basically winding down with some of the entertainment playing their last set before everybody was going to be going home. And a lot of vendors were starting to pack up and stuff like that, and people were making their way out of the out of the park area where it was being held. So I don't want to go into all the details that have been reported over and over. I wanted to talk simply about the individual who's been identified, whose name is goodness, I already forgot it. Santino William LeGan and I think he's 19 years old. Heavy.com basically had the most information on him. He had an Instagram account that's been taken down that he posted 3 different posts to, but and that's it. And there was only one follower on it. I don't know how soon he created that Instagram account, but 2 of the posts were on Sunday, the day of the incident, and 1 post was from just a few days before the incident. And one of the posts was a picture of Smokey the Bear, and then he commented in the comments himself about it, basically referencing a white supremacist book. It's in a very old book. It's called Might is Right. I'm not familiar with it, by the author Ragnar Redbeard, which is actually a pseudonym for the actual author. I just looked it up. I don't even know the actual author's name. It was written back in 1890. And it basically expands on sort of Nietzsche's theories of master-slave morality and egocentric anarchism, and basically where there is no morality. It's just all about survival of the fittest and things of that nature. Talking about the herd mentality and social Darwinism, superiority of the Anglo-Saxon race, and there's a lot of anti-Semitic, ideas, I think, throughout the book. Obviously paraphrasing. It has the idea that basically the family and women are essentially the property of man and so forth. It's that kind of nonsense. But the other post was actually a picture of the Garlic Festival, and he literally just says in the comments, "Aye, Garlic Festival time. Come get wasted on overpriced shit." And then he posted, I think this is the post from a few days ago, was a picture of his grandfather, who's of Iranian descent, as I understand it. He's Iranian Italian, the individual, Santino William LeGan, and he wrote his grandfather's name there, which it's hard to pronounce. And then he put in parentheses, anglicized too, so on. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it all, to be honest with you. His grandfather's name, I don't know that we even need to know that. So, there were witness accounts of people who literally made contact with him and said, "Why are you doing this?" And he said something like, "Because I'm angry." 3 people were killed. One of them was a 6-year-old boy whose name was Stephen Romero. And that boy was killed. And, his mother and grandmother were also shot, but they're going to survive their injuries. 3 people were killed, 15 injured. I don't know how many of those 15 injured were shot. I mean, I saw reports last night that 11 were shot. But they're still searching for a potential accomplice. They basically managed to enter the grounds by using bolt cutters to cut through a fence to get, to circumvent security, because apparently, they have pretty good security and checking bags. I don't know that they have metal detectors. They may, in fact, even have them. in all the entrances. But they were able to, assuming it is 2 people, they were able to circumvent that by going through a fence near a creek bed, I believe, that surrounds the park. And I don't know. They don't know if this other accomplice had a firearm, was actually shooting as well, or what. I think I saw a report last night that they found another firearm, and he had some kind of rifle, whether it was, and I know people quibble about whether it's semi-automatic. There's no such thing and stuff like that. People were saying it's rapid fire. Other people listening to the shots who were pretty familiar with guns are saying that's not rapid fire, but he had some kind of rifle. But I believe they found another rifle in the field or woods where they were searching surrounding the park, after the incident. Whether or not that was Santino LeGan's gun that he left there in case he had to retreat, or whether that was the accomplice who fled and then dropped his firearm. I don't know. If in fact that's true. I heard that once or twice, I think, or once in the reports last night. Fox was doing a fair amount of pretty accurate reporting on it in a fairly timely manner. They were putting out death counts and the fact that somebody was in custody. That's what they were saying. Actually, he was dead, though. The suspect was shot and killed almost immediately. Minutes after it started, he was engaged and shot and killed. So that's pretty much his family. His grandfather, he comes from a very good family. It seems his father was a champion track and field runner. His grandfather was actually a county supervisor for Santa Clara County and seemed to have, I think he was a West Point grad and a captain in the Korean War, and had a successful career. He has, I think, 2 older brothers. And one of his brothers was a fairly successful amateur boxer who had a write-up about him in 2017 about something. I'm not really sure. It had something to do with tuition rates or something. But an accomplished amateur boxer. I don't know if he's an older brother or a younger brother. I'm assuming older brother, and that's one of the 2 older brothers. So that's the story there, man. The person who would be accomplice is still being searched for. There's a manhunt underway. It's only a matter of time if in fact he did have an accomplice that person's going to be apprehended and or just come forward and turn themselves in. Santino William LeGan is the suspected gunman in the shooting at the Gilroy Garlic Festival Sunday evening, where 3 people were killed and 15 people were injured. And that's the story there. That is the story there. All right, thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. I'll see you in the next video. Later, man.